Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Giuseppe. I'm playing Persona 4 Golden. Last episode. Nanako woke up, but now I have this weird fog around town. And it doesn't go away. Just very weird and creepy. Alright, I can't do that today. I can spend time with somebody. Sure. Yes. Interesting music there.
Aw.
I'm interested to see what this is gonna mean. And it doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. Oh boy. What has really been weird lately? What's up with all this fog? This fog looks like it's going to stay here forever. But I heard it's nothing to worry about. That's what some great guy on TV said. Oh, I also heard that it's poisonous. Very toxic, and nobody even knows why it's toxic. Man, just thinking about how toxic it is makes me feel ill. Should probably stay at home for a while. Cough. You're just too lazy to take the finals beginning next week, aren't you? Ah, oh, this fucking sun in my eyes. It's usually too cold now. Such a painful season if you got back pain. Ah, see. Speaking of back pain. There's a deity that makes your back hurt. It's a titan named Atlas. You know about him? He's often depicted carrying the earth on his soldiers. And it looks really heavy. It makes me hurt just looking at it. And atlases are also used in geography class. Do you know what they are? What they are? Well then, Fredkin. Who doesn't look like it now? Do you know what an atlas is? A book of maps. You're very good. Yep, an atlas is a book of maps. Mercator's book of maps featured a large picture of Atlas on the cover. A note to the spelling. It's spelled A-T-L-A-S. Okay? I mean, how else would you spell it? Well, there's always... my back. Your back. Okay, I've found a new position that I can sit in where I don't have sun in my eyes. Not the most comfortable, but it's fine. At least I can see properly now. Right. So, can I spend time with anybody right now? I know it's just a pretty bad weather, but is it gonna stop me from building social links? Maybe. Oh no, nope, it's not. So I can spend time with Naoto. Let's go over to the practice building, see if I can spend time with Konji. Well, I haven't given, like I haven't... Okay, I can't even spend time with him, so... Spend time with Naoto, or I can get a new link, maybe? You know what, let's go into town and see if I can get this new link. Let me go over to the floodplain for a moment, see if I can get the link with the old woman. Not sure if she's gonna be here, though, when it's foggy like this. Also, it's the day of the quests. Right. I only just remembered. Okay, the old woman isn't here. Okay, I guess we're gonna go and get some quests. So, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests that I can get. Oh boy. Classroom building, 3rd floor. Let's go. Where's my fun music? It's replaced by fog music. It's like I'm going through the Sato Marsh in Xenoblade Chronicles and it turns day and suddenly the music is not as mystical and cool. I think they might be back here. No? Classroom building... Oh no, this is the... Alright, this is the... Whoopsie, I read the wrong thing. There's somebody in our classroom that requires a quest. So it's only 4 quests and not 5. Okay, I see now. These all require me to go into heaven, so... That's gonna be a fun experience. Fucking grinding again. Yay! Don't you love it? My mother's always telling me that I should be studying more. She keeps bringing up this kid in elementary school and saying that I need to be like him. He's not crazy. What kind of super kid is he anyway? I'd like to ask you for a special favor. could you listen to me for a second? Sure. The girl on the roof, what do you think she thinks of me? Well, there's nothing I can do but change myself. I already have a plan. You know, that girl said she wanted to be a vet. So I think that she'll need an animal guide. So if I give one to her as a present, don't you think it'll score me some major points with her? But my problem is that that I don't have the slightest clue of where I could get something like that. Do you have any ideas? I'll check the Diffie. Huh? You mean like an infomercial or something? You don't? What? Well, if you do think of a way to find one of those, could you bring it to me? Oh, a reward? Right, a reward. I'll give you something really special. Come on, help me out here. It's for a magician, like on top of a cloud or something. Okay, so that's the first one, and now we need to go to the practice building, second floor. Oh, there's also this. People ever think that they'd be happier? No, I don't care. Listen to radios and I'm just not change at all. To be honest, I have another favor to ask of you. I want to build another crystal radio, just like the one I had when I was a kid, but I can't find what I need. I used a mineral called Old Ore, but it seems to be quite rare now. Is there anything that you could do about it? Sure. Thank you. Really can't order it from anywhere, and I was at a complete loss. Sorry to ask so much of you, but I'm counting on you. Right. And then we need to go to the second floor. And there's also somebody else at the Samigawe floodplain. So these are all just normal items, I think. Modest lamp, old ore, classy lumber, and an animal guide. Yep, they're all... Okay, so I don't need to get, like, treasure items from the enemies. Oh, it's almost December. No, it's a long way away still, but I kind of dread this time of year. We always have these big family gatherings on Christmas, which means we have to go make a lot of food. And then it's New Year, so there's even more preparing to do. Why me? All I gotta do... I'd like to ask another favor of you, but sure. You think you could find a piece of classy lumber? See, I'm thinking about building a shelf, something nice that you could display models on. I want to surprise my dad with it. But I can't seem to get a hold of any quality wood. I know it's hard to ask, but... Senpai, you're the only one I know who can do this. Leave it to me. You're amazing, Senpai. I apologize for putting you out at the time like this. Please, all I need is a piece of classy lumber. And there you go. And go and check out my quest log. So... Now I need quest 59, which is at the floodplain, right? Let's go into town. Let's go over to the floodplain. Hello. So I'd finally begin to understand everything at my age, but I guess not. Nursery, right up there. I'm ashamed of my long life, you better enjoy getting older. Hey, can I ask something of you? Here, Matt. So, you have a minute then? I've got another request to ask of you. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I need another lamp. I'd like another lamp. Something simple but beautiful, but not too gaudy, that kind of lamp. Looked in some stores, but I ain't seen nothing like it. But you're something else. I think you could find something like that for me. So, what do you say? Sure. Thank you. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with these things. We're gonna take a look at something else there for a second. I have golden oh, wait. Do I have golden chains? Times 3? Let's see. Do I have golden chains? Chains times 3. Do I just have none of those? I have a golden stand, but not a golden chain. Okay. Might need to get that quest to get that thing there. We're gonna take a look, just for a moment, to see if there's anything... Okay. My god. Alright, fine, good. Okay, I know what I need to do. So, I think I want to go and get the social link going that I'm still missing. One of the two that I'm still missing. Or like one of the 3, sorry. If I can on this day, of course. I'm not sure if I can. Gotta love the fog. Once I find a good moment where I don't have any time I can spend with anybody, I'll go into heaven. And otherwise I'll just do it later on when I'm done with the other thing. So it was the bus stop that I needed to get to. Which bus stop was it again? See others. Take the bus in the shopping district to the hill overlooking town. If it's not raining on Monday, Friday, or Saturday. Okay, so I can't even do that today. Right. I have a fortune persona, so I can now spend time with Naruto. Alright, Naruto. You don't mind I'm free today? Yep. Yes, please. Stupid chair. Ugh, why is it making that sound all of a sudden again? Fog has enveloped the area. Since Naruto has something to report about the card you gave her. As you can see, nothing is written on it, it's just a plain white card. But it does feel a bit stiff, given its thinness. Without any indication of its contents, however, I have no idea who sent it. I'd chalk it up as a prank. Really?
Yes.
Yes, it's quite common. Damn it. Ah, excuse me. Yes, it's me. Ah, Yakuchi-san? What's the matter? A thief in the Shirogane estate? Yes, I see. I don't keep anything in that room that I'd miss terribly. You have already reported this to the police, I assume? Then I'll leave the rest up to you. As long as Gramps is safe, it doesn't matter. I can't take my eyes off of this case yet. No, I don't hang up quickly. Huh. Do I need to go home? Don't need to go home? Huh? Oh, I apologize. I seem to have made you worry. Fuck. I keep choosing the wrong things. That was from, Yakushiji, my grandpa's secretary. It appears someone has broken into the Shirogane estate. My room was targeted, and he wanted to know if I could think of any particular item the thief might have been after. Several items pertaining to me were also stolen from Grandpa's inventory. I don't know about those, but my belongings aren't of any particular value, so... Remember that card?
Yes.
Yes, that's precisely what I was thinking. Hey! Regardless, you don't have to worry about me. We both have more pressing matters to attend to. I'm not sure how to react to you, worrying about me. Exceptionally edgy. Ah, yes. Rank up with Naruto Shirogane. She gets Invigorate. Nah. Right. As it is evening. What day is it today? Tuesday, right? Yep. Let's see if I can spend some time with anybody. In the creepy, fog-enveloped town. Yay! I can spend time with somebody. That's I. Anybody else? Literally anybody else? Yosuke. I'll go spend some time with Yosuke. Hello. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Man, the Culture Festival was hell. Worried about the cross-listing page and spread further than I thought. I've been another laughing stock. This sucks. It's all their fault, you know. It's water under the bridge. It's water under the bridge. Right. Yeah, it'll be 9 days wonder, huh? Well, they did make us, they did have to go through the beauty pageant, so I can't be too mad at them. Oh yeah, did you hear? After the beauty pageant, Team Naruto. Right. Yes. Gonna get sour something or other.
Night.
Goodbye, Yosuke. Yosuke! I love doing that. One of my favorite things to do. Alright. Tis a day. It's a day, yes. Wow. I can spend time with people. Yes. Yes. Let's see if there's anybody who wants to spend time with me. In the creepy, fog-enveloped town. Ruining basically any moment. Oh well. Let's see if I can find anybody that I used to know. I can spend time with Kanji, but I don't have enough stuff to rank up, so let me go and do something else first. Let's go over to the floodplain and see if I can get the rank up with the old lady. Or get the social link with the old lady. Hello. Hmm?
My,
Oh, you don't happen to be the hospital janitor. That's right. My, I didn't think I would see you here. It's a nice day today. Would you take the time to walk with this old woman? Sure. My, I'm so happy.
good day.
Introduce yourself. Fred there. Fred-chan, is it? I love your name. It suits you. I've lived here all my life, but I don't know you. I just moved here.
Is
My.
that so?
Is that so? If you're from the city, you may think it's a bit inconvenient here, but I think it's a nice town. I think so too. That's nice to hear. It's good to hear pleasant things about your home.
I'm sorry.
I haven't introduced myself.
My name is Hisano Kuroda. I am death.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm saying foolish things. Fred-chan, you're still not used to this town, are you? If you ever have any problems, I can give you some advice. Though I'm sure you'd rather spend your time with younger ladies. Hey! I presume that this is the Death Arcana. Yep. Death! Nice. I hope we can meet again. Goodbye now. There we go. Spend my free day with an old woman. Oh well. Who cares, even? Here's someone at the front door. Your order from the show has arrived. Alright. Angel skirts. Let's see, shall we? What will this be like? Have no fear, I am here. This is amazing. Whoa. This is a pretty good thing. Yep, please. She's the Peach battle suit. Amaterasu something or other. Let's go and give her the thing over here, I think. Right, that's the best thing, right? Yep. Invincible Mini. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's go over to the hospital and do my job. So I can finish up the hospital thing and don't have to think about it anymore. I will go to the shopping district. Hospital janitor. Won't deepen just yet. I don't care. I still want to finish if I can. Want to finish as much as I can. Without researching anything. Except for how to get certain links. Because I won't be able to find out anyway. I've already looked up a couple of things, but I don't want to look up the perfect answers for all these things, because that's not really... That would be something like... I think I might do it later on, but not now. I don't feel like doing it. I've done it for most of the... I've done it this way for most of the games, so I might as well. Can't even see the sky with all this fog. I don't really like this weather. Huh? Why? I'm fine with it. Some people say the fog is poison, but I don't feel bad at all. You're worrying too much. Just imagine that the time was supposed to be like this from the very beginning. Pretend that this is natural. If you say so. More students are calling in sick lately. I guess it's nothing really unusual. I beg to differ. I feel like this is very unusual in every way that I can possibly imagine. Time for an intervention. Yosuke! Naoto! I think I'll focus on Yosuke though. Because he's farther in finishing this thing. Maybe I should go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? The bad news is that I can't go home yet, though. That's the crushing reality of a full-time employee. Days like these, I just want to spend all day counting my money at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Numbers with geometric progression are more difficult to count by. Here's a sequence that is even harder to count by. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Fredkin, can you answer this? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. What is the sequence called? The Fibonacci, the Faraday, the sequence of differences. I have no idea. Faraday. Incorrect. Better start studying. This is the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is defined by starting with 0 and then 1. and then all the others of the all others are the sum of the two before them. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in geometric projection, but at the very least, I can wish for a Fibonacci growth. Sorry that I'm getting off topic, but my husband is acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but he's been going on about how the fog is poisonous. Oh, I'm so depressed. Let's just continue the lecture. Wow. These teachers are stupid. Alright. Let's go and spend time with Yosuke. Cause I want to finish as many of these as I can. Hello. Without looking stuff up. And at this point I think everything is ruined anyway. Won't be able to do it anyway. Alright. The hill overlooking town. Yosuke brought you here. Fog has enveloped the area.
I hated this place when I first came to Inaba. You can tell how small the town is from up here. But looking at it now, it's a nice town.
Yosuke smiling sadly. Still sad about Saki-senpai?
Not as much as last time. But I still feel lonely. I want to tell Saki-senpai something. That what's important isn't where you are. This town I hated so much, now I love it. I mean, there's still nothing here, but I have family and friends and you. The important things are never far off. They're all around you.
Yosuke is a bit embarrassed.
I always wanted to be special. I thought my life would finally have meaning if I was special to someone. That's why I was really excited when I got my persona. But I really didn't need it. It's not what you have or what you can do. Just being born, living your life. Before you know it, you're already special to someone.
You're right.
Yeah, like you. You're special to me, you know?
Nice. It's nice for him to finally see that. Now I do understand why he was so desperately looking for somebody, or for love in any case. Or maybe one of the many reasons.
Let's see if we can find everyone's house from here. There's Junes, and that's the main street, so my house is there. The one with that funky roof. Meaning yours is...
Some of these scenes with the fog are very weird. And don't make any sense whatsoever. Alright, I need to go and eat, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Well, that took me a lot longer than I expected it would take me, but oh well. It doesn't matter. I got to spend some quality time with people, so... with my family. So there's no... issue. There we go. Right, let's go and do my part-time jab. Let's go and do my jab. And continue working on my relationship with this creepy lady. Well, I guess she isn't that creepy anymore. Oh, you there, sorry, but can you take this person to the... I'm fine. But your face is very pale. You are aware that you've gained something of a reputation recently, right? I'm not the only one who would rather see you return to the easy-to-work-with Sayo-chan from not too long ago. I have work to do, if you'll excuse me. Don't tell me you're slacking off too. I know I'm getting nowhere, but I have to do it. Sayako seems genuinely tormented. You're so worried about Sayako, you hesitate to even say something to her. Really? That's it?
Goodbye now.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Guess I won't get extra points. The old Japanese calendar had different names for the months. September was Nagatsuki and October was Kanazuki. This weather feels like all the gods have gone away and left us since last month. This fog is just nasty, isn't it? It's like it's like being wrapped up in gauze, like an Egyptian mummy or something. Of course, if my house was as nice as one of the ancient pyramids, I probably wouldn't complain about it so much. But mummies are already dead, so they don't have anything to worry about. You, however, have tests coming up. And if you failed the last exams, you have even more cause for concern. I don't want to see you haunting these halls. Well then, Mr. Fred-chan, I've got a question for you. There are over 130 ancient pyramids in Egypt, but do you know who's buried in the biggest one? Oh boy, is it Tutankhamun? I should know this. I should know this. Not Cleopatra. I don't think so in any case. Is it Tutankhamun? I know it's I know the region is called Giza. I think Tutankhamun. Nope. Where'd you hear that? The Great Pyramid is a tomb of the Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops. I should have known this, but no. Well, it's been like a year since I played Assassin's Creed Origins, so... It took over 20 years to build, and was the tallest man-made structure in the world for almost 4 millennia. I'm gonna put this question on next week's test. Make sure to study hard so you don't fail it. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Time for an intervention! Alright. Rise-chan. Decide later. I see! Don't I love disappointing people? It's my favorite thing to do in life. Ugh. Oh, I can do my part-time job today. Ooh. Ah. Ooh, that's an issue. I guess I should work on Rize's stuff, though. Sure. I kind of want to finish off Rize's social link. Since I also can't do this every single day, so might as well. Rize-chan. Alright. It's going to become closer soon. Rize looks happy. Oh wait, this is rank... Oh, this is rank 9, not rank 10, I think. Fog has enveloped the area.
Senpai, I thought about it. Why my mind just went blank when I heard about Konami. I mean, I ran away from showbiz because I was tired of being an idol. So I shouldn't have had any problems. And yet, I felt so angry about it. Why do you think that is?
You regret leaving?
Yeah, I thought I didn't, but I guess I did. Rizette's name in lights, idolized by the masses, that was me too. And once that me disappeared, there's no way to become someone else. I ran away from my plain, gloomy self. Then I ran away from my idol self. Right now, I'm the homicide detective self, I guess. I would have run away from that as well if I didn't realize. I've been trying to become how I wanted to be. I pick a role. When I'm through with it, I continue chasing the real me by picking another role. When in fact, those roles are all me.
Just a different facet, I
I don't
think.
want to run away anymore. I don't want to search somewhere else for myself. I'm gonna hang in there, as the complete me.
Rize spoke her mind, looking straight at you. You feel that but Rize has gone deeper. I think this is rank 9, not rank 10. Damn. I thought it was rank 10. Welp. If an ally would fall to an attack that hits the entire party, Rize will block it once.
I'm glad I came to this town. I'm glad to have met you and the others, too.
That's nice to hear.
Let's go home, Senpai.
It's actually very interesting that Rize always has like this power stance that she does, and it's very weird. Alright. Can I spend time in a hospital? Yes. Yes. Excellent. Let's go and do it. Music is actually very good in the Dojima residence. Now that, you know, the people are gone. Back to the gloomy folk music. Alright. Let's go and do my job. It won't deepen just yet, but I don't care. Oh my god, you hear a sound. Oh, my TV. Shut up, TV. You can take it. You overhear students talking. Hey, don't you think that there are more and more people getting weird because of the fog? I even see people wearing these huge gas masks around town. Yeah, and people are getting sick too. Haven't there been people saying a lot of weird stuff lately? Like that the world is ending and that global warming is about our original sin, or stuff like that? Hey, what do you think is going to happen if you think someone is sick, but you don't do anything about it? I mean, to be honest, yesterday my dad... I will say, or at least I think so, like if you are... like if there's a very thick fog and you're constantly enveloped, like you're constantly dealing with the thick fog, that's not good for your breathing, I think. But I'm not sure. Good morning, what's up you guys? You don't look so well. Are you exhausted from studying for the test around the corner? Hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up in a month. Have you found your dates yet? I've got mine ready. Already. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a Christmas question. Alright, I'll ask you a question regarding cakes. So there. Which of these is considered a rice cake? Dango, a bale of rice, senbei, and mochi. Dango? Nope, that's a mistake. Mochi is the one. It's the only rice cake in that list. When you think of cake, you think the desserts. But something pounded together... Wait, what? But something pounded together is also called a cake. That's the case with mochi, as it's rice pounded together. As another example, kamaboko is a fish cake, fish meat pounded together. However, you probably don't want to be eating fish cakes on Christmas night. I am wrong. Constantly. Joy. Alright. Let's go and see if I can get this job thing going. This part-time job. I could probably spend time with somebody else, but I'm just gonna go and do this. Right. Work at the daycare. Yep. Yeah, boy. I need to do this twice to get the social link. You're introduced to the children as an assistant caretaker. The children are extremely interested in you. Mister, do you have a girlfriend? Yep. Don't ask him that, you creep. Let's be attacked, mister. You're it. You survived the children talking you in every direction. Your understanding has increased. There is one boy remaining. It seems his guardian hasn't come to pick him up. How are things, Fredkin? Has everyone been picked up? Looks like Yuta-kun is still here. It's always like this, though.
Oh, Yukun.
Oh, Yukun. Hi, Yukun. I'm sorry I'm late. Whatever. Are you one of the supervisors? I see.
Thanks for taking
I'm
care
sure
of
Yukun
him.
will cause you trouble again, but please take care of him. Yuta Minami. He's full of energy during his play sessions. Maybe too much energy. When she arrives, he's a totally different kid. She's his stepmother, so I guess it can be helped. Yuta-kun's father got remarried to that woman you just met. Heard she's from the city. I really don't know what she's thinking. Perhaps that's why Yuta-kun is a troublemaker at school too. The other day caretaker continues gossiping. Finished your job, and I get 10,000 yen for it. That's a lot of money. Alright. So there's no job that I can do right now. But I might be able to spend some time with somebody. With the emphasis on I might. I'm not sure. Ah, Naoto. Naoto-kun. Let's see. Anybody else? I would like to spend time with Naoto, of course, but I also kind of want to finish off certain social links. Yeah, no. It's just Naoto. Naoto-kun. Or is it Naoto-chan, technically, I think. Because kun is male, I think. Not sure. I don't know my Japanese. Hello. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, well done. About the culture festival, I'm sorry. But it was the only way. I couldn't possibly have gone out in front of that crowd wearing a swimsuit. It's embarrassing enough to be on stage at all, let alone for a beauty pageant. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, don't let it bother you. It was originally Yosuke-san's idea, after all. Besides, you've already paid a steep price. I believe that makes us even. Hey! That aside, have you heard of the latest rumor from the Amagi Inn? The night of our stay, someone reported hearing men screaming from one of the rooms and... that must be us. Running for our life. Right. Or running for our youth, technically.
Good night.
More fog. Just endless feckin' fog. Alright. You realize that you haven't bought anything from the shopping program. What the hell are you doing? Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I did not read what just happened, but something happened, which is the reason why I can't buy anything. That's interesting. Alright. Well, let's get a move on. Oh, yeah. Or was that text the thing of like, hey, you can... Wait. I need to check something for a moment. Was that to babysit, or because I didn't pay attention? Jeez. Monday, Friday, or Saturday, okay. So not today. Ooh, I can spend time with Rise. Can I finish? Isn't ready to advance yet. Damn it. Ah, you're no fun. Wow, running around with gas masks. Ah, it's like COVID-19. Well, maybe not exactly like it, but... yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go and spend time with somebody. Yeah, I'll go and spend time with country, sure. Sweet! Right. Let's go and save again. Guess why not? Bum, 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 bum. Right. I will go to the shopping district. Also to go and talk to, I don't remember his name, but the brother for, like... What's your name again? The dude. The silver-haired dude. Let's see. Anybody I can spend time with? No. Well, not that I need to work on, you know. Let's go and work on my relationship with... I think with... what's her face? With... My god. Rise, there we go. Jesus, that was difficult for me to figure out. Alright. Small blessing. A little closer. Not become stronger yet. Because I'm unlucky. Yay. Alright. Monday, bloody Monday. When is the next quest, actually? Let me go and take a look. Oh boy, next quest is, you know, next year. Okay. Alright. Exams. Joy. Let's see how much I can get wrong.
Yo!
Yo! Look at this weather, man. What's up with this? What's up with this? It's really weird. Have you ever heard of anything like this before? Oh yeah, the finals start today. But that's seriously not the point, huh? What's going to happen? I'm worried too. I thought that stuff about the fog being harmful to people was just a rumor, but people are getting sick. And even besides that, there have been a lot of weird rumors being spread around too. Damn, I don't like how this feels. Alright, first day of finals. What does French food stem from? Italian food. What does a figure in figure skating refer to? Geometric shapes. The second day. A tomato. Right, who is buried in the biggest pyramid in Egypt? Khufu. What is a book of maps called? An atlas. Foggy. It's very foggy. Ah, there's no way we can keep the club going. There's no way we can keep the club going like this. Too many of our members are calling in sick. Where's this damn fog gonna clear up? But Senpai, the people who are just slacking off aren't showing up either, right? You can keep the club with the members you're left with. Maybe the fog helped you find out who's the most dedicated to being at the club. Huh? Well, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. Alright. What word has the words a bright ale as its root? Bridle. What kind of bird is a kankodori? A cuckoo. Very interested to see where this fog is going to lead us to. 1st of December. Finals day 4. Which country does the South Pole belong to? No country. What is this sequence called? The Fibonacci sequence. Am I going to have perfect exams now, since I have maximum knowledge? Together with having every single question correct? Maybe? I'm not sure though. I could still fuck something up. Every student's talking. Hey, did you hear what they say happened on the Midnight Channel? Someone said they turned it on and there was a picture in of this town in complete ruins. Huh? My friend said that she saw Inaba get swallowed by the fog and sent into some other dimension. She said there were monsters coming out of the fog too, like in that story. Have you noticed? Ever since this fog started, it seems that some people can see the Midnight Channel even when it's not raining. Could it be, is our town getting more and more messed up? Oh boy. That's interesting. Day 5. What dessert is the well which Shia found in? Dessert, wow, no, desert. Not me. Wow. Okay. Whew. Which of these is considered a rice cake? Mochi.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Whoa! Where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Oh, this girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Oh boy. When you put your glasses on, your vision becomes much clearer. Oh no.
Whoa, it's all clear.
Oh, what the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
The mood darkens.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
Intriguing. It's the last day of exams. You answered every question with ease. The answers seem to be flowing from your hand. Haha. My throbbing knowledge. There will be dramatic turns in the story from this point. It's strongly recommended that you take this opportunity to save. Would you like to save your game now? Yes. Oh boy, is this the point of no return? Give me a moment while I... Because that means that I didn't get all the... Well, it doesn't matter, man. I wasn't going to get all the social links completed anyway. Who cares? Right. Go fill my glass of soda. Subarashi donuts. I love One Piece. Right, give me a moment. We save again because I'm paranoid. And continue. Alright.
Hey, here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side.
Weren't we getting sick, kind of? Like, we didn't feel good when we first entered the
But
other world.
beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
So it's finally over. A lot of stuff's happened, but all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Will Namatame confess?
Whether he confesses or not, it was him who did everything. Getting him convicted is up to your uncle.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Maybe not that crazy, but I do feel like he was, like, Namatame was not really, like... There's probably some merit to him saying save. He was definitely doing something to probably stop this from happening. Interestingly
The
enough.
stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing. It's his fault Nanako-chan's in the hospital right now, too.
I'm reminded that you made a promise to Nanako to buy a new kotatsu.
What's the matter?
You told the others about your promise to Nanako.
A Kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the housewares section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
It's a cliche because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
You were literally in the battle.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You guys.
Come over to my place.
Can I really?
That's right, you're just by yourself at home now, huh?
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
Alright, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
I probably should have ended up my episode at the moment where the game said like, hey, there's a lot of shit happening. So before I continue any further, I think I'm gonna end it over here. As stupid of a moment this is, I do kind of want to end it off over here though. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Just How I Was Playing Persona 4 Golden, and well, next episode we're gonna go and just continue and see what happens, because I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen now. Goodbye.